I'll be going over how you can find undervalued cards that will become great rentals and grow in value over time. This time I will focus on 5 Earth Splinter cards that I think will be great for this and that can increase your collection value by a ton if you are planning to be in Splinterlands for the long term. I'm Without Empathy, a Splinterlands content creator and streamer. I've been playing Splinterlands since June of 2021 and have watched my account grow exponentially since then. I'm always on the lookout for great rental cards that can help grow my account's worth and provide passive income to further invest into the game once the SPS airdrop has completed. I am by no means a financial advisor, and this video is just my opinion. I know the title and thumbnail say undervalued, but I don't mean that these cards will explode in price in a short amount of time, and I personally believe all Chaos Legion cards will continue downward until packs sell out. Undervalued to me means that these cards have utility within Splinterlands, and even though they may decrease in price in the short term, they will grow to become valuable assets to your collection over time. That said, I will show you what I look out for when trying to find undervalued rental opportunities and just undervalued cards in general. When looking for undervalued cards, I always look out for previous abilities that have performed well financially. Try thinking of certain synergies that they can have with other cards and cards that perform well for players in ranked battle. I will also try to include some comparisons to older cards with similar stats or abilities that reached higher price points. The cards and price predictions I mention are all my opinion and once again not financial advice, so only spend what you can afford to lose. Djinn Biljka is up first, and this card offers 1 magic damage, 1 speed, and 2 health for only 3 mana, making it very versatile in battle. When leveled, he gains Void and Weaken. Camouflage is already given at level 1 and helps Biljka avoid taking damage until he is in the first position. Biljka obviously pairs well with Obsidian, gaining that extra magic damage, and it's kind of similar to Therosa Nightshade in the fact that they are both low mana cards with magic damage and the Void ability. Biljka gains Weaken and already has Camouflage, while Therosa gains Triage. Other legendaries with Void and Weaken have held above the $25 price range, even with the current drop in prices. I think Biljka potentially offers a lot of utility, versatility, and I believe this card can one day be way above its current price of $2.30. Once this card is out of print, I don't think it would be too wild to see this card reach around a $10 price range or more. The Regal Periton is a very high speed card starting at 5. Has a health pool of 6 and 1 magic damage, all for a cost of 5 mana. I play in Silver League mostly, and this card is used in almost every Earth Splinter battle I've played in, except some low mana battles, and it even shines in the Earthquake rule set. When leveled up, this card gains no additional abilities, only extra stats. Since it gains no additional abilities when leveled, this was a hard card to find a comparison for, as all other magic monsters from older sets with high speed gain useful abilities that can affect their price. Even so, the Periton at max level is the highest speed monster with magic damage in Splinterlands. I personally believe this card could easily be within the price range of $2.50 to around $3.50, given the time. The Mycelial Slipspawn is the only taunt card within the Earth Splinter. This card offers 10 health, 2 speed, and 2 magic damage, and with the added 50 through 60 mana cap battles, this card gets a lot more play. At later levels, the Slipspawn gains Force Field and Slow, both of which are great abilities to have. There are no other taunt cards with magic damage, so we will just compare this one to the other rare taunt card, which would be Shield Bearer. Shield Bearer gains the Shield and Return Fire abilities at max level, while the Slipspawn gains Force Field and Slow. Shield and Return Fire are much more common than the abilities gained by the Slipspawn, so I think that can play some part in its future price. Slow is super useful, and although I haven't used Force Field, it does sound good in theory, especially with the huge amount of damage from recharge monsters. Currently, there are only 6 taunt monsters in the game, so I would consider taunt to be a rare ability, and all have fairly high prices. Shield Bearer is on the market for $7.89 when this video was made. With everything said, I think the Slipspawn could reach $3 or more pretty easily, although I can't see that happening until sometime after the Chaos Legion pack sale ends. Goblin Psychic costs 6 mana while offering 2 magic damage, 1 speed, and 3 health. At max level, this card gains so many useful abilities, including Silence, Affliction, and Dispel. On top of that, it already has a tank heal at level 1. I believe the Goblin Psychic is kind of a mix between the Mushroom Seer and the Wood Nymph. Although they all get different abilities at max level, the Psychic offers tank kill and silence, which can reduce magic damage all while putting out some magic damage itself, especially when paired with Obsidian. In my opinion, the Psychic could reach the $1.50 price range, but it could take a lot longer than the others mentioned in this video. Since it's a common, there will be a higher amount of BCX printed. I recently pulled a gold foil Queen Mycelia and have been using her in battle. The additional armor she provides has proven to be hard to defeat and has improved my win rate with the Earth Splinter hands down. Later levels she will gain Amplify, Triage, and Rust, all of which are great abilities. Although I haven't used Amplify a ton, Triage and Rust can be used in most battles while proving to be useful. We could try and compare her to other Protect, Rust, or Triage cards, but in my mind she offers so much more. Being the only Amplify monster usable on the Earth Splinter besides the Venari Spellsmith makes this card quite unique. First thing that comes to mind is how powerful Mylar Crowling would be with a double Amplify against a melee lineup. Old Summoner and Centauri Mage could deal tons of Magic Reflect and return fire damage with a double Amplify against ranged lineups as well. This card has so much potential, and even though it is currently pretty pricey at $16.38, I believe it can triple in price in the long term pretty easy. Once again, this is just my personal opinion and not financial advice. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments which cards in the Earth Splinter will be the most valuable in 3 to 5 years in your opinion. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed that, you also like this video that goes over undervalued water cards, and I'll link that somewhere in the video here. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that subscribe button to see more.